You can double your income and still stay broke. Because the real problem usually isn't how much you make, it's what happens to it when it arrives. A friend of mine, let's call him Toby, learned that the hard way. Toby was the responsible guy. Salary hit, he paid a few bills, helped family, did small enjoyment, and told himself, next month I'll save properly. But next month always came with a new emergency. His account was like a bucket with tiny holes. Nothing dramatic, just constant leaking. One evening, he sat in his car outside his house, engine off, staring at his banking app like it personally betrayed him. He whispered, "Where did the money even go?" That question is where the shift starts. Because Dr. Myles Munroe taught something that sounds simple, but it's a full reset. Financial freedom isn't first a money issue, it's a management issue. Not motivation, not prayer points, not even hustle, management. So Toby tried a different approach. Not make more, but manage what's already here. He opened a notebook and wrote one sentence at the top. If I can't track it, I can't control it. Then he did the most humbling exercise in personal finance. He followed his money. For 7 days, every expense went into that notebook. Transport, airtime, snacks, just something small. Another small, food delivery, subscription he forgot existed, impulse buys that felt like therapy. At the end of the week, Toby didn't feel guilty. He felt informed. And information is power. That's the first principle. Money responds to clarity. Not wishes, not vibes, clarity. Then he created what he called a management plan, not a budget that feels like punishment. A plan that gives every naira an assignment before it arrives. He split his income into simple buckets: essentials, savings, investment, giving, and a small enjoyment amount, because a plan you can't live with will never last. Here's what changed immediately. His spending stopped being emotional and became intentional. That's the second principle. Money is a tool, not a master. A tool doesn't control you, you control it. But there was still a problem: debt. Toby had that kind of debt that makes you avoid calls from unknown numbers. So he applied the third principle: stop treating debt like a normal lifestyle. He listed every debt on one page, no hiding: balance, interest, minimum payment, due date. Then he picked a method and committed. Either pay the smallest first for quick wins, or pay the highest interest first for speed. He chose quick wins. First debt cleared, small celebration. Second debt cleared, confidence grew. Third debt, he started walking differently. And here's what surprised him. He didn't clear debt because he became rich. He cleared debt because he became consistent. Consistency is management in motion. Next came the part Dr. Munroe emphasized a lot. Wealth and money aren't the same thing. Money is what you use to exchange value. Wealth is what you build that keeps producing value. So Toby stopped asking, "How do I get more money?" and started asking, "How do I create more value?" He looked at his skills. He realized he was good at designing flyers, but he treated it like a side hobby. So he did something that sounds small, but changes everything. He invested in himself. He set aside a fixed amount monthly to improve his skill: tools, a short course, and better work samples. Then he started solving real problems for real people. A restaurant needed a cleaner menu design. A small brand needed product mock-ups. A friend needed a simple logo. Value created, income followed. Not overnight, not magically, but predictably. That's another core idea. Don't chase money. Build value, and money shows up as the receipt. Now, one more lesson Dr. Munroe often pointed out is that God didn't create humans to just consume. He designed people to manage resources. So Toby took a bigger step. He started converting income into assets. Not risky shortcuts, just simple, disciplined ownership. Emergency fund first, because storms come. Then long-term savings. Then an investment that matched his reality. And he kept it boring on purpose, because boring beats broke. Months passed. Toby didn't become a millionaire overnight, but his life became quieter. bills stopped feeling like surprise attacks. He could help people without destroying himself. He could plan ahead without fear. And one day, the banking app finally looked different. Not because his salary was massive, but because his money now had structure. And structure is what freedom is made of. If you're enjoying this calm, practical money content, tap the subscribe button now, because every week we're breaking down wealth principles in a way you can actually apply. Here's the simple conclusion. More income won't fix poor management, but better management can transform the income you already have. So tonight, try Toby's first step. Track every expense for 7 days. No shame, no excuses, just truth. And then give your money assignments before it arrives. Now, a question for you. Be honest. What's the biggest tiny leak in your spending right now? The one that quietly drains your money every month?